Alright, we're back. I wasn't exactly, if you've seen the previous 3 videos, I wasn't exactly enamored with lambic style. One of the 3 were pretty good, and one was okay, and the other one wasn't all that great at all. So I decided to clean my palate up a bit and try 2 really nice looking stouts, both from Montreal. So the first one we're going to get into is Ghosttown Stout from the Brasseries de Montréal. Same ones that we've done La Chi Oriental, which was terrible, and La Belge Vanderboel, which was pretty good. So this brewery is known for some weird beers. This is a strong beer, it says, and indeed it is 6.6% alcohol by volume. So it's a strong stout that is, apparently it's got absinthe in it. Now, if you're not familiar with what absinthe is, it's a spirit that is more popular in Europe than it is here. It's flavored, generally it's sort of flavored like licorice, aniseed, anise, whatever you want to call it. And real absinthe has wormwood in it, which is a toxic plant. Now, it only has a very minute amount of wormwood in it, but apparently there's enough in authentic absinthe to cause hallucinations. Now, that is the rumor, that's the myth around it, but I don't think that's ever really been confirmed. It's more likely the fact that most absinthe is, it's usually up like 50% or more alcohol by volume, and that's more likely to cause some pretty nasty hallucinations if you drink enough of it. And if you've ever seen it, if you're not quite familiar, if you're familiar with the movie, what in the fuck is the name of that movie? Johnny Depp movie. Jesus. I'm drawing a total fucking blank. From Hell. The Johnny Depp movie, From Hell. Sorry about that. Fuck. I drew a total blank. I should know that, like, right off the top of my head, but being a big fucking horror movie fan and all, but just drew a total blank. Anyway, if you've seen the movie From Hell, you've seen Johnny Depp's character use absinthe to accentuate his psychic abilities. He also uses opium, and usually he only uses opium to do it, but absinthe apparently worked as well. And you'd see him pour it through a spoon with a sugar cube on it. Apparently that helps the drinking of it. I have not had it yet, and I am going to get to some, I guess you could say, fake absinthe here soon. I promised to do a review of it quite a while ago, and I'm finally going to get to it here pretty soon. But anyway, that's what absinthe is. Very well used along the more artistic people in the world. A lot of famous artists, poets, etc. have been known to use it. And some people, and a lot of them have gone crazy. Of course, most artists and poets and artistic people in general are generally a bit unhinged or look at the world differently than just your standard people. So anyway, I'm gonna stop fucking babbling, gonna open this up, pour it, see what we think of it. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Just poured the Ghosttown. Got a little of it spilled over the glass here. Okay. Very much pitch black. It's got a brown head, very creamy, foamy, fluffy, all those nice things. Alright, smell it from here, wow. Okay, so we're going to go into a little test of the aroma here. And I'll let you look into these mysterious eyes on the bottle. Black licorice. That's the aniseed in there, anise, whatever you want to call it. But you know, and I really don't like licorice at all. I really dislike licorice. I'm not a fan of anise at all. Just not a thing I like. This isn't bad. It's got those chocolatey, coffee, roasty, stout notes to it. Typical stout smells. Blending in with the aniseed. And it makes it palatable for me. At least on the nose. It's almost bordering over to where I'm going, no, I don't want it. But I don't know, it's keeping that licorice smell in check for me. It's not making me turn away. I don't know, maybe it's my brain trying to imagine it as something else. Maybe some sort of really sweet cocoa powder or something. But okay, it smells okay. It smells pretty good. I can stand it. So we're gonna take the taste. Alright, it's a little bit lighter bodied than I would have expected from a stout. Very light medium body, I'd say. You know what, the sweetness from the sweetness from the actual aniseed, it is dumbed down enough here by the other stout notes that I actually like it. It reminds me very much of an imperial stout. Tastes a lot like an imperial stout. You know how you get those sweet malty notes from an imperial stout, sweet fruity malty characteristics? That's what the aniseed does here. I mean, you got your chocolate, you got your roastiness, and that aniseed note brings out the big sweetness that balances with the roastiness and the bitterness at the end. And it's something close to, say, 1050. It's got that kind of sweet note that's bordering on cloying, but it's really, really good. But of course, the big problem here is just that this doesn't have the mouthfeel of like a 1050, and it doesn't have the complexity of a 1050. It's almost like a really dumbed down, very drinkable version of like an imperial stout. And the alcohol is fairly high on this, and it is well masked. It's not there. Much like a really good imperial stout is going to be. It's going to have the alcohol masked for you, so that's actually really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. So yeah, that absinthe characteristic, that aniseed flavor, or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't dominate the beer. It actually melds very well with the stout. Gives a very nice flavor. It's a very nice drinking stout. A bit light for my tastes in the mouthfeel, but that's just a minor complaint. I'm going to say 4 to 5 for this. That is actually very, very nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. And we're going to be back here soon with this. Dun dun dun.